Now, do you know what a microplane is? How about how to use parchment paper to help reduce your mess and cleanup time? Well, these are the things you'll find out on this segment's bonus feature for APY60 Kurt's Kitchen Essentials with Chef Jessie Monds. We'll talk about cutting boards and knives and microplanes, and again, little tips and tricks to make you more efficient and effective in the kitchen. It's very hard to eat healthy unless you have a personal chef, which is also awesome if you can do it. If you're like me, then you'll have to get comfortable in the kitchen, and I hope this segment will help do just that. I also hope you'll get a chance to check out APY60. I got to put everything I know about health and happiness in a 60-day program. It's been really effective. I've got a lot of great feedback on it, so I hope you'll check out APY60.com. Man, thanks for watching this, and have an outstanding day.
First things first, we have to set up our kitchen. Here in Kurt's Kitchen, we're going to set it up with a top personal chef. Joining me today is Jessie Monds. Jessie, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Now, we want to help everyone set up their kitchen at home so they can follow along the program here in Kurt's Kitchen on the APY60. What are the essentials that we need?
Absolutely. So the very first thing that I do when I work with a new client is make sure that they have these things in their kitchen.
What are these things?
So the first thing is a wood cutting board.
Why?
You know, a lot of times people have a glass cutting board or one of those plastic cutting boards because they think that it's going to repel bacteria. The wood cutting board is really the way to go. And as long as you keep it clean, it's totally fine. And actually, I have a wood cutting board that on one side I use it for vegetables, and on the other side I use it for meats.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Stick with the basics, right?
Exactly, yeah. So if you want to remember, you just make a little X or something on the corner where you're going to use your meats, and then know that going into the future. So wood cutting board, super important and a lot better for your knives. Bringing us to the next point, which is having some sharp knives.
Yes.
You have to have good knives. If you have a dull knife, you have a much higher chance of cutting yourself because you're going to be pressing down a lot harder trying to cut through something.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A dull knife is much more dangerous than a sharp knife.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of people that have those funky knives that kind of have that serrated edge to them, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That really just damages meat and vegetables. So you want a good quality straight edge knife.
If you're gonna spend money, you wanna spend it on the knives?
Yeah, you do, but it doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy some crazy knife set that costs you $800 or $900. All you need is something like this, like a good quality chef's knife where you can cut all of your vegetables and a lot of your meats, and then have a good fillet knife, as well as a smaller paring knife. So you just need a couple, and a lot of these aren't too expensive. You can shop around and find some good deals.
So quality counts on the knives. Okay,
Absolutely.
What else is stocking our kitchen?
So we have these right here.
Saute pans, right?
Saute pans. So we've got a smaller one, which is great for stuff like eggs and smaller things, especially if you're cooking for 1 or 2 people. And then we have a little bit bigger one for meats and that sort of thing. The other great thing about pans like this that have this metal handle is that they can go from stovetop to oven, and that's what restaurants do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they'll cook it on the stovetop to get it brown and then flip it over and finish it off in the oven.
Okay,
So
now we
it's
got
really
a little
handy.
contraption here. What do we got?
Yep, that's a garlic press. And garlic is great because it's full of nutrients and it really helps to flavor things. You don't even have to peel the garlic. You put it in, push it down, fresh garlic, awesome.
A lot of flavor and no fuss.
And the other thing that you may or may not know about is this microplane.
Ah, okay, yeah, it
Do you
looks like
know?
a torture device.
Yeah. Perhaps for some. For our uses, we're gonna use this thing for zesting lemons, oranges, grapefruit, any kind of citrus. It takes the essential oils off the outer coating, right? And so you don't want that white pippy part underneath, but the essential oils are on the outside of the citrus, and that's gonna give you a lot of flavor. Also, this is great for mincing ginger, which a lot of the recipes offer grated fresh ginger because I love grated fresh ginger, and it's super flavorful and really good for you. So
Flavor and health. There you go.
exactly. So this is one of those things that you might be like, I don't know if I need it or not, but it's $10, buy it, and I guarantee that you will use it a lot more than you ever knew you would before.
Absolutely. We're here to show you that healthy cooking is awesome cooking as far as flavor. We're not going to skip on the flavor at all. What else do we have here?
Okay, you know, you just want to make sure you have a good quality spatula, a couple wooden spoons.
What else do we have?
This thing I love. It's just, you know, a cookie sheet, but it's got all the edges so that when you put it into your oven, none of the juices of anything are gonna fall and make your oven messy.
Fantastic. I like to eliminate cleaning.
Exactly. So speaking of keeping things clean, I'm gonna hop over to parchment paper right here, which parchment paper is my very best friend in the kitchen.
Why is that?
Do you use parchment paper?
Not at all.
Most people don't, but check it out. It's so easy. So you just take a little parchment paper. Let's see where this is. There you go. You put it right on your sheet and then put whatever it is that you're cooking on top of it, and it's super easy cleanup. Better than aluminum foil.
There you go.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of sense.
And we're also gonna show you a couple recipes where you can use parchment paper.
Strainer wraps it up?
Exactly. And another one of those things, maybe you didn't know that you needed it until you have one. And this is great. This is a chef's tool, and it's a secret, you know, because it definitely keeps everything real clean, like any kind of sauce, or if you're gonna squeeze citrus, you wanna make sure that you don't get the pulp and the seeds in there, that sort of thing. It keeps all your food really clean. This is great. You'll use it all the time, I promise. So this is how I stock my clients' houses. This is what I have in my own house. This is what I hope you'll have in your house as well.
We're gonna have Jessie this entire program. The other thing that we're providing here is our APY60 nutritional guide, along with a bunch of great recipes, or should I call them Jessipes?
Yes.
We'll go ahead and coin that term right now, Jessipes in it. We're gonna be with you along with Jill the entire way. So buckle up. It's gonna be a journey. We're all in it together, and it's time to enter Kurt's kitchen.